We are back on HRS. Spring is wedding season, and if you're a bride-to-be with big plans for your big day, you'll want to mark your calendar for the Showbride Wedding Expo coming to Williamsburg. Here now with a preview of what you'll find at the show, MC Sheena Dixon-Mason and Regina Rose from 757 Dance. Welcome to the Hampton Roadshow.
Thank you for having me. Thank
So
you.
right off the top, when we say Showbride, we know this is going to be a different kind of bridal show because you've turned even the name of it upside down. Mm-hmm. So what sets your show apart from others, do you think?
I think the main thing that sets our show apart from others is the opportunity to touch and feel your vendors and have the opportunity to build that personal relationship. You know, we're in a day where social media and the internet can totally take over planning anything, even a wedding. And I think Showbride, what they tend to separate themselves from the mark, not only internet providers but also competitors, is the ability to build a relationship with the vendors. Mm-hmm. That's critical.
That's what the internet wants you to think, that you can plan the whole thing without even, but whoever's going to be part of your big day is actually going to be in your world for several weeks. So tell me about what matters to you when you're working with couples, about that relationship like we talked about and the services that you can provide.
Well, I know when I work with couples, there's a lot of one-on-one there.
Yeah.
What I bring to the table is I get the opportunity to work with couples who think they can't dance, learn that they really can, and also enjoy the dance. So it's turning one of those big, important moments into something that you can enjoy and want to remember for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
So that's a beautiful aspect that you don't realize just by shopping on the internet, like all the things that can take into effect of how just your dance can.
Well, then you see those videos that go viral, right, of that first dance or the mother-son or father-daughter or whatever it may be that could intimidate a couple. Think, well, I don't have moves like that at the moment, but you can get them there.
You can, absolutely. One step at a time.
One dance step at a time.
We break it down to make it easy.
Aside from, you're emceeing, which means you're an excellent communicator and a very stylish person, but people should also know, too, you're a lawyer. So you have some really good advice about dealing with vendors and asking them a very important question, especially if you're going to have a wedding at your house or something like that. And that's a question of insurance.
It's super important. And again, these are the questions that you can have answered at an incredible event such as a Showbride bridal show, but you can't have normally answered on the internet. And so one of the things you want to ask your vendor is about insurance, liability insurance. That's really important because sometimes we're planning weddings out a year and a half in advance. You want to make sure that that vendor, of course, is still in business. You want to also make sure that you are protecting your event and you're protecting the space. So say, for instance, if you're planning a destination wedding or you're planning a wedding in your home, that's important. The question is, who is responsible if something happens on your property? And those are some of the intimate questions that you can have answered at a Showbride show.
All right, let's let folks know how they can attend this one that's coming up in Williamsburg. It is worth making a trip, and it's an easy trip right up the road to Williamsburg. It's called Romancing Williamsburg. The Bridal Expo is Sunday, March 1st. It's from 2 until 5 at the DoubleTree by Hilton in Williamsburg at 50 Kings Mill Road. For more information, you can visit showbride.com. Thank you so much for bringing the information. It's such a great tip to ask about insurance, too.
And we also want to share, too, that Showbride is giving away, on behalf of the Miss Virginia United States pageant, $500 in gifts and services on that day as well. So you want to definitely come because any bit you can save helps.
Yeah, that beats a basket. That's one heck of a door. That's one heck of a door prize. All right, thank you for mentioning that.
Thank you.